What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 773 Josh, and we are back with another video. And gotta find a light. In this video, I'm actually gonna be talking to you guys about how I was able to quit my 9-to-5 job at the age of 19.
I used to be broke as a joke, now I'm having whatever I like. I still been fighting my demons, it's been one hell of a fight. I'm tired as hell, but I swear that I never get tired of trying. I'm cool as a wind, but I still can't let that nigga cross my line. Fuck what you heard, I don't care who you are. Came from the dirt, now I shine like a star. Ask how I'm doing, I'll tell you I'm fine. Look in my eyes, you can tell that I'm lying. Never thought that I would make it this far. I sing my little song as I play a guitar. Was writing this song and I ran out of time.
So, it's gonna take you guys a little bit of a backstory. Me right now, I'm 23 years old. My personally been full-time in entrepreneurship for the past 4 years. And even before doing everything that I do now, I've always kind of had like that entrepreneurial spirit. If you don't know, 773 is a Chicago area code. I'm from Chicago. So, growing up, parents worked super duper hard, but yet we still struggled greatly. We was broke, a lot of y'all. And it wasn't even that we was broke because we wasn't making money, but, when you got the bills flowing in and all you know how to do is spend money, it's only so far, so far ahead you can get. If you ain't got no businesses, you ain't got no investments, it's just like wake up every day, spend what you got, and, try to create the best life that you can. It wasn't working. So ever since I was younger, I first started making money, fixing iPhones in high school. I was the guy, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was making hundreds of dollars every day in 11th period, Miss Corcoran classroom, fixing phones. It got to the point where I ain't gonna lie, people was literally stealing other people's phones and giving it to me for me to swap the screens. I wasn't stealing, but I was making my money at the end of the day. But I made a lot of my first initial, I started realizing how easy it was to make money if you got a skill, if you know how to kind of put yourself out there. Like when I first got to school, before I knew how to fix phones, I bought a phone off of eBay. And I tell people all the time, the way that you make a lot of money is by being a problem solver. Everybody got problems, and when you find a way to solve problems on a large scale, you can make a lot of money. And so, I bought my first iPhone off of eBay because I knew I couldn't go to high school with an Android. There wasn't no girls gonna oof with me. And so I bought an iPhone. It was an iPhone 4 at the time, and it came in the mail and it was broken. And I was like, all right, either I just got finessed, I got scammed, or I'm gonna figure this out and I'm gonna have a phone, because I ain't had no more money to buy another one, and I didn't want to go through like the refund process. The screen was cracked and whatnot. It wasn't completely broken, but I ended up buying I bought a screen off of eBay, and I started watching YouTube videos, and I taught myself how to fix iPhones. So going into school, I started walking through the hallways, and I'm seeing everybody got a broken screen. And I'm like, hold on now. I'm like, yo, if I was able to fix your screen, in a sense, I ain't say a word for it like this, but this is something that I learned in business. Solve a problem. If I was able to fix your screen, would you want me to fix it? How much I figured out how much they charge at the malls, because everybody was going to the mall to get their phone fixed. And the mall was charging for like an iPhone 6 screen, at the time, I think the iPhone 5 and 6 was out. They was charging like $130, $150, and I was able to get the screen for $30. So I was charging $80, making $50 profit. I was charging $100 sometimes, making $70 profit, and I would fix everybody's phone in the school. And so I started making very good money to where, my biggest problem in school was I didn't have a lot of clothes. I didn't have a lot of shoes. I wasn't able to keep up with, everybody else being fly. You go to school and you're a young guy. You like, I got to be fly if I want to get the girls, if I want to be cool, whatever the case may be. So I started using that money that I was making fixing phones, and I started buying clothes and shoes. And that led into my next venture, where I started reselling sneakers. And that was what really opened my eyes up, if I could be completely honest with y'all. I was 15, 16 years old with people that I sold sneakers to in Dubai. I was literally globally selling sneakers, and I was making a lot of money. I literally stopped going to school. I didn't drop out, but I stopped going to school because I was waking up to $600 eBay sales. And I'm just like, all right, at the end of the day, my goal is to make money. We all go to school to do what? Get a good education, get a good job so we can make some good money. That's what they told us to do. If I'm already kind of doing that, why not just put more time into it? Why not just promote that I sell sneakers more? Why not just, try to find better bots so that I could get more shoes? And why not just find other ways to make more money? And so that's what I kind of did. And, like I said, I kind of scaled that very greatly to where I was making thousands of dollars every week as a 16-year-old, 17-year-old in high school. And the biggest problem was that I had no money skills. You know, every dollar that I would make, I would spend it to try to show that I had money opposed to build the money, if that makes sense. I didn't know where to start to build money. My parents didn't know how to invest, none of that stuff. So after I graduated high school, I kind of got to the realization that, you know, I'm an adult now. You know, I was 18. I had plans of doing construction. I built 2 houses in high school, and that was like my passion. And after high school, I started following the process. My teacher was like my very first mentor. He told me that it was a program where I could kind of make my mom happy and make myself happy. I didn't want to go to college because we was broke. You know, like, yeah, they got grants, scholarships, but still going and trying to focus on education and you ain't got no money, that's not easy. You know, I see a lot of people go to college and I see very few, you know, I see majority of people not finish, you know, for whatever reason, kids, money, you know, not lack of interest in it anymore, whatever the case may be. A lot of people don't finish. And I'm like, you know, I could barely get a car right now because of credit and everything. I'm 18 years old. Why would I go off to college and put myself in all of this debt when I'm just starting out and I'm trying to get ahead? So it just didn't make sense to me. And my mom was like, you know, she wanted me to do it. She wanted me to do what she didn't finish and stuff. But, you know, one thing I kind of want to tell y'all is that it's your life at the end of the day. Like, I'm not telling y'all don't listen to people who know better than you, but yeah, at the end of the day, you make the decisions, you make the bed, you got to lay in it, you know? So I kind of made decisions and I was okay with whatever was going to come with it. And so, you know, I just kind of knew college wasn't really that thing for me. And from there, what happened? I was looking to get into the construction program. I tested into the program. There was like 3 tests that I had to take to get in. Tested into the program, passed all of the tests. And then from there, I went in for my first interview. Interview was fire. I knew people on the inside, and as you know, network is your net worth. If you know some people, you're good. So I thought everything was good. I thought everything was taken care of, and they called me for a second interview. And I'm like, okay, I thought I was going to get the job after the first interview. This was a program that was going to help me get my associate's degree after 2 years of work, and it was like an apprenticeship. So I was going to be making money while learning, while doing everything. And so I tested in. Went to the first interview. First interview went great. Second interview was now during the peak of COVID. Okay, so everybody's wearing masks and everything like that. And now the interview is weird because I'm wearing a mask and I'm hoping that they remember me from the first interview. And I was just like, you know, nervous, you know. And they come to find out they remember me. Everything went good the second interview. But now is when life started to pretty much change for me, you know, because I quit my job. I was working at Menards at the time, and I quit my job and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let this construction process follow its course, and I'm gonna just do DoorDash. I'm gonna resell sneakers. I'm gonna hustle like I've been hustling without a job. And so quit my job, waiting on a response. And when I tell you guys, I went to the interview in April and I didn't get a response until September. So imagine, you know, driving your car all times. I didn't want to be home because I didn't want to look like that lazy kid that didn't work, you know. So I was always out doing DoorDash. I only came home to go to sleep at 1 and 2 in the morning. I would drive DoorDash, do Instacart until I couldn't stay woke anymore, you know. And so that was like the life that I was kind of living for months. And it just got to the point where I was like, you know what, I need to change. I got to do something. I got to make some progress. I got friends that are in school right now. I got friends that are working jobs right now, and I don't know what my path is going to be. You know, I'm confident in myself as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, not even as a business owner, but I'm confident in myself as a hustler. I knew how to get money, but it was like, okay, with the money that I'm making, what is this going to do for my future? You know, somebody else that's a freshman in college, you know, yeah, they not making a lot of money, but they doing something for their future. You know, somebody that got a job, yeah, they might not want to work there, but they doing something to make sure that guaranteed income is coming, and I didn't have that. And so from there, I was kind of like, you know, I can't keep waiting on the Carpenters Union to get back to me. I was blowing their phone up. They finally told me, because of all of the applicants during COVID season, they didn't have a lot of jobs available. So literally I did all of that waiting for no reason. And it was like, we don't have any jobs available, but you can go through the process all over again to try to enter our second wave of printers or whatever. I'm like, bro, at that point they lost me. I was like, look, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. God obviously doesn't have that in my plans. And so I just stopped, you know, worried about it. I stopped caring about it, and it was just like, it was what it was. And so I ended up getting a job at Amazon. Now this was 2020, all right? 2020, I was 19 years old. Got a job at Amazon, and that was the last job that I ever worked, okay? And the reason why is I really realized that you can work as hard as you want to work, but if you set to an hourly wage, if you set to a salary, you ain't gonna see much progress. And I'm a progression junkie. Like, if I'm not making progress, I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm disappointed, I'm finna crash out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I love seeing progress. Progress is what keeps me going. And so coming into the job, I was working my ass off. I was, trying to outshine all my coworkers so that I could get a manager position. And I did this from September to January, okay? So imagine coming in every single day, giving the best effort, and your co-workers hiding in the bathroom and y'all still getting paid the same amount. Imagine coming in and they rewarding you with pins to stick on your vest instead of giving you a raise. Like, I felt like a child working there. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I felt like I was at school. You could do good in school. They give you a star. It's like the star not, you happy because you got the star, but it ain't doing nothing for your life for to get a star. They giving me pins. I need dollars, not pins. They're giving me pins to put on my vest, and at first I'm thinking I'm cool because I got these pins. I'm thinking I'm good. I'm doing good because I got these pins. 15 to 20 pins later, I'm like, all right, where's the money? Like, where's the bread? Like, you keep giving me these pins not helping my bills, So I kind of just woke up and realized that I always desired to be that business owner. I always desired to be that I wanted that freedom. I wanted the CEO. I was always like, I want to be a CEO. So, I kind of just woke up and realized that. What happened? You said what happened? What happened? What I do? You a broke ass college student, you trying to learn how to make some money. So yeah, I realized I'm getting these pens, and these pens not changing my life, and that's what they want. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was a business owner, right, and I only want people to make a certain amount of money so I can make the most profit, I'm gonna find as many ways as I can to keep them happy, motivated, and hungry, thinking that they're gonna get more, and I'm gonna prolong them getting more. Like, that's how businesses are. So you're an employee, you work your ass off, and they're gonna keep dangling hope over your head for you to keep working. And so I realized that that's what it was, and I'm like, okay, if I wanna be the Jeff Bezos, if I wanna be the rich person, I'm not gonna learn how to get there just working for them. I don't have direct access to Jeff Bezos. My managers, my car was better than theirs, and that's not to say, that they wasn't doing good, but they had kids. I was driving a newer car. What can they teach me? You know what I'm saying? Like, all due respect. And instead of life experiences, what not to do, they wasn't living a life that I wanted to live. So I kind of got to the point where I realized, like, okay, if I wanted a better life, I had to surround myself around people who knew how to get better, how to have better, and what I need to, give me some steps, if that makes sense. And so at that point, that's when I first started educating myself on investing. I then partnered up with a community. I started learning from that community. I got into day trading at the time where everybody was trying to trade. And the biggest difference is I took it serious. I feel like a lot of people, they want things, but they not willing to do what it takes to get it. It sounds good to be rich. It sounds good to be wealthy, but are you fit to lose everything and build it back up? I've done that. I've had to get rid of my car and all type of stuff before, you know what I mean? And so that's literally the process that led up to me kind of realizing that, I wanted a better life. And after I got my hands on people who knew what I needed to do, after I got access to the right education, I started learning trading. I started making money in trading. My first day ever doing it, I made $100, and that was the hope that I could make more money. And 30 days later, I had my first $1,000 day on a plane coming back home from Las Vegas. And this is not to say that I knew what I was doing. I still didn't know what the hell I was doing. I swear I did no shit. But I was on the plane and I came home and I'm like, bro, if I just made $100 without knowing $1,000, right? I just made $1,000 without knowing what the hell I'm doing. Why can I not spend more time to figure out what I'm doing and keep doing it? You see what I'm saying? So it was it just showed me what was possible. So when I got back home from that trip to Vegas, I was like, I got to do something different. I went back to work. This was January 6, 2021. Okay, so I was still 19. I turned 20, and I turned 20 March 2nd. Okay, and the crazy part about it is I made a YouTube video December 14th. December 14th of 2020, I made a YouTube video and said by the time I turn 20, I'll never work a job again. All right, so this is now January 6th. I just had $1,000 day coming back home from Vegas on a plane, and I was like, you know what? Went into work. I sent a video to my community. I'm gonna play the video for y'all right now. I sent the video to my group chat, and I was like, you know, it's 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I'm clocking into this weak ass job, and by the time March comes around, this is done. It's over. I'm not gonna be working no more. I'm gonna be able to live the life that I want to live. And it's so funny because people talk about manifestation. I believe in it, but I don't. I believe in working, right? You say what you want, you write it down, you become clear about what you want, and you put the freaking work in until you got it. You know, that's all I did. I didn't write it down and wait for it to fall in my lap. I wrote it down and I just forgot that I even made the video, and I just worked, you know? And so after the $1,000 day, I went back to work, made that video, sent it to my group chat. I went to the bathroom and I had like a routine pumping myself up to work. You know, I'm like, this is gonna be a good day, Josh. You here for a short term, this ain't long term. Like I would literally talk to myself in the mirror and hype myself up to clock in. And so I didn't have it in me to hype myself up. I was like, you know, I was literally like bullying myself. I'm like, you know, like what you doing, man? Like I bet you won't quit right now. Like I was telling myself to quit in the mirror. And that same moment I walked out, gave them the walkie-talkie, and that was the last day that I ever worked my job. Now, I'm not making this video to inspire you to quit your job. I'm not making this video to tell you that working a job isn't beneficial. I'm not making this video to tell you that your situation could be just like my situation. But I'm making this video for y'all to understand, right? I'm making this video so y'all understand my story because, you know, we've been creating this content. We've been traveling. Yo, we got been creating this content, been showing the journey and everything like that, and I want you guys to be able to know how it all kind of came about, because that wasn't the end of it, you guys. It was ups and downs ever since to this point, and there's always going to be ups and downs, but you got to ask yourself, which heart do you want to choose? You know, do you want the heart of working, doing the same thing every day, hoping for a different result, or the heart of grinding, losing it all, building it back up, trying to make it happen, trying to make it work? And, you know, at some point, like I said, the only way that you can fail is if you quit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think about this story time in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this, and if so, I will give you guys exactly that. Other than that, you guys, I'm in Miami. Right, we're about to leave this condo. We're about to go to a hotel to show off the discounts and benefits of my travel club. If you are somebody that wants to be able to earn money while traveling, also go to the description box below and apply to be a part of my travel club. And I cannot wait to see you guys on the inside. Let's get it. We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Nowadays all of my enemies wanna be friends.